South Carolina for some more United States Disc Golf Championships. I am Ian Anderson. That is Philo Brathwaite. You ready to watch some more disc golf, man?
Always, man. This has been more fun than I anticipated. You know, it's odd sitting out at this championship and watching it from a different perspective, but, you know, sharing my point of view with you guys, the fans, and sitting here with you, Ian, and chopping it up, it's been really cool.
Dude, we can't thank you enough, man. It's just an absolute pleasure to have you along all the time.
Thanks, buddy.
On to hole 10. Decision time for these guys.
Well,
actually, they probably decided before the tournament, right?
Oh, it seems like Eagle has made up his mind. He wants to lay up this hole, and this is a time where he should probably push the envelope here a little bit and try to get onto that green and get his eagle, because he's fallen behind on Chris Dickerson. Just coughed up a couple more on the 9th hole. He needs to try to make a move. We'll see what he does.
He's like 4 or 5 off the pace right now, I want to say.
I think 5.
5, yeah. You called it, man. It's time to make a move, it feels like, but we'll see how aggressive he gets. Alex Russell looks to be playing that layup shot here. This is a rock out of him.
It's definitely one of the easier playing birdies, and I'm not too sure about that camera person standing right there.
I think she moves over after that shot.
Probably not the best idea. There we go. Still standing right there. That's incredible. Nobody's asked him to move, or her, rather.
Yeah. Not much rattles Chris, I feel like. Wow.
Just blowing right past her. That's incredible, man. I would have been like, I'm sorry, you got to go.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's go stand in front of the tree, then you're good, right?
No doubt.
Yeah. Garrett Gurthie, he's not throwing that direction, though.
No, he's not. He's going for the green and 1.
Halo Destroyer?
Yeah, that thing's got to get up. And wow. I think Double G speed just saved him. Yes, it did. That was so low.
He's about a foot from OB too, Philo.
Unreal. What a fortunate break there for Garrett.
Looks like Eagle had her move over. Throwing his P3X right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in Eagle not taking a stab at the green on this one. He's got more than enough arm speed to carry that 4 and change.
And he still has 288 to the pin, so it's close, but it's not incredibly close.
It's pretty close. 288 for us is a
routine
chip shot. It's a chip shot. It's not a half swing either. It's just, the disc will glide that far on its own with a putter. If you put 50 miles an hour pop on it, and Eagle just playing the wide 1-2 bounce into the green.
And he's got to get his birdie.
Yeah,
so.
That's fine. The birdie's great, but he's only potentially going to be keeping pace with Chris on this hole.
Right. That's Chris's PA3 for his approach shot.
Eventually, you're going to have to choose to stray away from the game plan of conservative, and get a little bit more aggressive out here and try to put some pressure on Dickerson, because he's not just going to cough up the strokes like that.
Alex Russell, Gator approach. Gator 3, excuse me.
Nicely done. Right inside the bullseye. Double G with his about 55. No, I'd say give it 50 foot, 48, 50 foot putt here, looking at his eagle. Doesn't take
second
much
one
time
on the
at all,
round.
and just whips it up there, and he'll be tapping in his birdie.
Yeah.
That's funny. He had an eagle putt, and he's still the longest out for his
birdie putt.
Isn't
that funny? You're still out. Don't you
love
them?
Buddy.
They all tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Could I not be? There he is. Making the birdie, though, at least. Giving some love to the basket.
He's stoked on that birdie.
Yeah. Eagle for his version of that.
Sticking to his game plan.
Two very different
ways.
ways.
Deviated from it at all.
No.
He's had a couple of bad breaks, and he's missed a couple of shots, but the game plan hasn't changed.
Curious what he'll do final round. If he's going to evaluate the situation, see where he's at.
I think he needs to take this moment like it's the final round. You don't want to be chasing the leader 5, 6, 7 strokes going into the last round. That's just too big of a cushion. You can't rely on the other person to make the mistakes and open the door for you. You got to go take it from them.
And we talked about the weather getting a little weird on Sunday too.
Yeah, and Dickerson's
Or Saturday,
accustomed to
excuse me.
playing in the conditions, you know, like he's from this part of the country. He's accustomed to the stickiness, the humidness, the wetness, you know, that passes through here often. I'm not sure how comfortable Eagle is in that situation.
Ace, but Colorado doesn't get drier than that, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just two different climates, and this is Dickerson's backyard.
On to hole 11, hazard left and right. OB if you really shank it, but it shouldn't happen.
Yeah, this hole's playing a lot softer because it has the hazard, so these guys can really push the envelope here, try to get as far up the fairway as they want. If they make their mistake, they're less than 250 to the green, more than likely.
Alex Russell with the boss. This needs to get left, though.
That needs to sit down. Just one extra hop that he didn't need, and all he can do from there is punch out and play for 4.
There's a lot of artificial OB out here, but he found some natural OB, Philo.
Yes, he did.
D1 or D2 from Chris?
70-mile-an-hour pop there from Chris Dickerson, and that's got to unravel in a hurry.
He's pushing OB right there,
He
Philo.
pushed it too far. That's incredible. I don't think I ever seen anybody throw it over there. Usually you're trying to make it turn left down into the bowl.
Yeah, where we've been seeing Paul and Eagle throw, right?
Been trying to play it up on the high side, I guess. But
I wonder.
that was a big miss.
Yeah. Garrett Gurthie going roller with that Cheshire Cat Wraith.
And what do we have, though? We have another opportunity for Eagle McMahon
You're right.
to gain a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
Double G is out there by Dickerson, out there in the hazard on the high right side.
Par opportunity to save, though.
Absolutely.
Eagle with the cloud breaker. That looks a little high. It is 73 miles an hour, though, so.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's gonna get there. Too stalled out, not enough push on that, and Eagle again makes another mistake when the door was ajar to gain a stroke or 2 on the leader.
Alex just doing whatever he can from inside these bushes.
I mean, that's the smart play. That's the smartest thing he could have done, is just getting himself in position.
Ripping a
Go to
gator here
something
for his
that he's
upshot.
very comfortable with. Exactly. Boom. Excellent play.
Yeah, you kind of talked about getting back on your plan with your when it goes off, and I think Alex, that's probably where he wants his drive to be almost,
I would imagine so.
where he's comfortable. Here is Chris Dickerson throwing a
I
little
think where
forehand
he
up.
took his second shot or his third shot
Uh-huh.
is not where his drive is going to land. I think he would have still been 70,
little
80
back?
feet.
Yeah.
This is a bad
Oh
break
my
from Chris
gosh.
Dickerson. So now he's going to be putting 5. And Eagle really wants to get up and down here and at least get one stick back on him.
Sure. Easily could have been 2 with a slightly better drive.
I mean, it could have been, yeah, I mean, it had the potential, has the potential to
Three.
be 3.
Yeah,
you
you're
know
right.
what I mean? And
Mhm.
if he puts it in there tight and Dickerson misses that putt, boom, 2-stroke game, just like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right, huh?
And those are the mistakes that he's got to capitalize on, and he just hasn't.
He's kind of faltering along with him.
No, and this guy doesn't make many mistakes, and
Mhm.
he's probably going to make this putt too, because that's what he does.
Just ridiculous, man.
Step jump putt that time.
I will say, of all the step putters, his looks very legal. To my eye. Like, some look questionable to me, but he's always got that back foot down. It's not coming
Well,
up.
it's an official jump putt, so it's not the step putt. That was he did the same technique, but he actually jumped.
Did he jump that time?
He
oh.
did jump.
Oh, I missed that one. Excuse me.
So I don't know. That's where things, I think people get like, well, his whole body was in front of the disc practically before he let go.
Yeah.
That's where I think people start to question rather
Mm-hmm.
the legality of that action.
Alex coming back for his par.
Got a way to clean up a bad drive there. And
Yeah.
minimize the damage there. No damage taken.
Garrett Gurthie looking for the same result. A par save after that hazard drive.
He did a nice job playing that flick into the green.
Yeah, it was really, really pretty. Good control on that thing. Looks like his Color Glow Firebird.
Doesn't it kind of look like a foot vault the way that his body is?
Uh-huh. That's the camera angle thing. I've seen so many people comment on it, but when I'm filming, they're always right, you know?
For sure.
Yeah.
I think it's just because he's really squaring himself up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Usually some guys are a little bit... See what I mean? How
Yeah. That was
It just looks like, well, what happened first? Did his foot come off, or did he let go of the disc?
Yeah, it's
You know
really
what I
hard
mean?
to tell. It is,
And
yeah.
usually when people do the jump putt, it's all in one action, so it's like a little bit harder to see anything.
Agree with you there. Hole 12, this is a really cool hole.
Yeah, this is a great hole. Another one of the iconic holes out here at Winthrop Gold. The fairway looks ginormous this year with the way they cut it. That, fairway grass is definitely super thin compared to the rough. There's a definite landing zone on the spine that gives you the best look to the target, to the green area here. You can see all the undulations and the lines. If you push it too far left, it becomes blind and more of a touch feel throw. And you're relying on the spotters to let you know what's going on.
Alex Russell on the box. Took it with a par even. I believe he's going destroyer here.
That looks like one of his star destroyers to me. Try to bleed that thing to the right a little bit. Beautiful shape on this shot. Be on the low side. I really like that play.
He gets a lot out of every mile an hour he throws.
I like that play.
Really pretty.
Really shaped that shot beautifully.
Garrett?
Imagine Double G's trying to stretch it down into that gully over there as far as he can, bounce up and over. Oh, there you go. He played a position shot there.
Is that your spot right there?
That's my spot. I like being right about there where Alex or Double G is. Those two shots are perfect to me.
Eagle. Looks like a cloud breaker in his hands.
There's a smash.
Ooh, 76. Too much smash, though.
He's
Maybe?
looking at it. It's got to get out of there, and he clobbers the tree and comes straight down, and more than likely, I think he's probably going to look to his flick to get onto the green from there. The backhand is super tight.
Chris Dickerson.
Playing it low and tight on the tree line. Playing into the spine.
Prime time.
Also,
Putting his D1 in the perfect spot there, hanging out.
prime attacking position. Now you can see everything going on around you. That big mature tree out there to the right is pretty much the line to get the disc on and let it drag in.
Garrett was thrown right at it.
There you go. Just watch the disc drag in off of that line, and couldn't have drawn it up
Beautiful.
much better than that.
You can see it just curl on the bricks right there on the
There
far
it
side.
is.
Tap in birdie. Chris looking to match that shot. Easier said than done, though.
He's got plenty of go for this shot. There you go, putting it right on the line of that tree. Swing it on in there. Settle up, settle up.
Sit.
That's fine.
I want to see a map of like putting percentages, like 0 to like 35 feet for like your average pro, and like how much percent are you losing for each foot your disc rolls? On shots like that. Yeah, interesting stat. Somebody should figure that out for us.
Never really thought about something like that. Interesting statistic there, Ian.
Yeah. And my engineering coming out.
There you go.
And there's a forehand from Eagle, leaving that a little wide, a little.
Yeah, well, not quite as aggressive as you would like to see him play this hole, but he also knows that that disc could finish into the hazard if he gets too aggressive, so playing on the side of safety first. And Alex has got a mush, and he's in the hazard. He'll be walking up and putting from there, but
He's outside the circle, right?
he is outside circle one. Just a step or two.
And this is a big one for Eagle. Needs us to keep pace with Chris.
Yeah, he really wants this putt to go in. I mean, he wants all the putts to go in, but, the deeper we get into this third round, and those strokes seem like miles and miles apart. Such a good bid, and the basket just won't hold on to it for him.
A little more or a little less, and that one might go in.
It's just one of those bad breaks, you feel like you did everything right, and it just doesn't want to stay in there.
Alex for the par save.
Wow.
Get it good.
That was a slight death putt right there. If he airmails that thing, it could easily catch an edge, roll into the hazard again, and then he's definitely sweating some bullets then.
Mm-hmm. Chris for another stroke on eagle. Stretch this lead back out to 5.
He's been automatic in circle 1.
Yeah.
Pretty automatic from just about anywhere, but I mean, most the misses that we've seen have all been from what, near 60 feet.
Yeah.
The drop zone putt on hole 6.
You can't blame him for
The
that
long
one.
putt on
Yeah.
hole 8.
Yeah.
Bounced off the cage, or, not the cage, the band. I mean,
Not to be looked at drop in from Gary Gurthie right there. And what's par save from Alex, man?
he's cool as a cucumber over there. Alex Russell, no expressions.
All chill, man.
He's like, yeah, I do this all the time.
One of the world's best, you know. Killing it out there. Hole 13. What a cool hole.
Absolutely. This hole's gone through some changes over the years, and we're doing something similar to what we've been doing the last couple, I believe. We're off of that tiny little strip of grass, and now we're onto the bigger strip of grass, and a little bit more airspace to work with, a little more opportunity to score and go low, get an eagle on this hole.
It's out there.
It is. Before, when we were playing that narrow strip, you could really only push like 300 feet off the tee.
Really?
You know, I mean, there wasn't much to do, you know, unless if you had the big arm and guys would take it up and around over the parking lot and play plinko. Now, there's so much space out there, guys can get pretty aggressive down that right side and finish in the middle.
Halo Destroyer from Double G. We saw Isaac Robinson with that eagle yesterday.
Absolutely.
That was a great one.
Double G put the disc right on the line that you want it to be on. Below and past the ideal landing zone, another 60 or 70 feet.
He's going to have an albatross look, Philo.
No, I don't know. It's 1 in a million, you know what I mean?
There's Chris. That's low, but
Low burner, but he's safe.
kind of fortunate to almost feel
He's
like that was
safe.
headed OB.
Oh, I don't know. He had enough edge on that disc. You know, it wasn't a
Spot back.
neutral disc. You know, if he'd thrown like a leopard type disc, yeah, trouble.
Yeah, that was a D1 out of him right there. Alex Russell, that's a Star Destroyer.
Nicely shaped again, keeping himself in the center of the fairway. And that's more the ideal distance you'll see most people landing. Double G's about 80, 90 feet in front of him.
Cloud Breaker from Eagle. Check the MPH on that one.
Gotta get up and
Oh,
turn.
no.
And another unforced error from Eagle.
A little extra
Now
monk
he's
on that
playing
one.
3, and he's way back at the landing zone. So let's see what he does here.
Trying to make it around that.
Oh, that looks a little sawed off, man. He could have kept that flatter. Oh, no. The wheels are falling off for Eagle right now.
That's USDGC, 1 hole. Can really change your tournament.
All Chris Dickerson needs to do is just land safe, and he's gaining strokes for sure.
Mm-hmm. Turn.
He's throwing this thing way
Turn.
at the wall on the left
Whoa.
side, which is the safe side. He doesn't want to make the mistake he just saw Eagle made,
No.
so that's the better place to make his error.
That was a cool late turn right there.
Yeah, but still not exactly what he wanted, but he's okay.
Alex looking to get in position for a long Eagle bid.
Get a huge skip. Get a flare. There it is. There we go.
Nice shot.
That should be a pretty stress-free up and down. He's got a bunch of space behind the basket to work with. Double G's putting the smash down, trying to get on the surface in 2.
470 to the pin.
This is right in his wheelhouse. Oh, he almost did it. He almost did the Nico LaCastro skip off the parking lot, and that was lining up for something
Wasn't it, man?
incredible to happen.
It looked beautiful.
And he just got rejected by the curb. Unbelievable.
Feel for him there.
Well, he gets to progress, and now probably erring on the side of safety and just blasting it. That's got to go, and it does. Just enough of a big flare to put him around circle 2.
So he's going to be putting for a par now.
What a brutal break, man. He was trying to match Nico back-to-back years with an albatross on hole 13 in the B position. Would have been incredible.
So Eagle, what's Eagle doing right here, Philo?
Well, Eagle's cut off if he takes his meter from where the OB line is. He won't have much of a line to make any kind of throw, really. He's going to be really blocked off, and all he could do is just chuck a putter around the corner. So he's trying to back up on the line of the target. So now when you go out of bounds, you can go back on the line of the target as far back as you want. and try to get an angle. So that's what Eagle's doing right now. He's trying to talk to his card mates, decide where he crossed out of bounds. There's Dan McDaniel trying to help the guys out, decide where that point was. He's going to make his line to the target and then make his retreat from that line, if you will, from that point.
It's a really smart play. I feel like people forget to do sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you're just frustrated and you walk up there and you drop your mini down and you don't even think about how the rules could play to your advantage in that moment, where you could actually gain angles by backing up. And this is one of those opportunities for Eagle where he can stretch it out as far back as he wants and see if there's a play that could end him up on the green. And he's chosen his mark and he's conferred with his cards. That's a good line.
You think he runs over here? I think he lays up to an across the street putt.
He's probably going to try to put it right at the front of the curb and take the putt over the road. I mean, I think it's a big risk from here to really try to force the green, unless if you're just trying to throw it all the way to the back.
Yeah, right.
And, you know, if he would have taken his drop where he normally would have, I think he could have done the same thing. But I guess he felt like that gave him a little bit more room to be aggressive.
A little more margin for error, too.
Exactly.
Yeah. So here's where Chris Dickerson ended up. He was getting ready to go, but a bunch of beagles came through, Philo.
We are sharing the property with the general public in the neighborhood. You know, it's a college campus. You know, the cart paths are free to walk on, and we're in their neighborhood. So he probably does this all the time. And he's like, "What are you guys doing out here?"
Chris is, well, that is absolutely adorable. He's such a gentleman, man. Just a southern gentleman at 100%. All right, look, we're back on track.
He's a dog lover. He's got with, oh boy, here we go. You've got to be kidding me. Look at that thing squared up on the basket, almost 10 feet out of his hand.
Get a replay from the B cam here.
Give me a break, Chris Dickerson. I'm sure he gunned it over there just because the footing was bad and he didn't want to end up short. And it almost ran it in there.
It's kind of a little Bob Ross, little happy little mistake almost.
Big time. That was a break. I mean, he would have made his par either way.
Yeah, he would have.
But now he's got a chance for birdie.
There's the drop-in birdie for Alex.
Nicely done, sir.
Played this hole like the textbook says. Eagle for 6.
Ooh, what a bid. I mean, that was the smart play.
But that's going to be a 7. Oh, that kind of...
Yeah, he worked out. It's a Sonic, so it didn't go anywhere when it hit the ground.
That is a nice feature of those. They are real sticky. This will be Chris for the birdie. And 3 strokes on Eagle McMahon in 1 hole.
Strokes on folks. You make birdie on hole 888, hole 13. I don't think either of the positions played 888 anymore, but I mean, that's what it's known for.
That's what we call it, right? Yeah. And there is that unfortunate double out of Eagle, and that is dropping him 8 strokes back right now, Philo.
Brutal.
Chris is really separating on this lead card.
Yeah, he is, but if you look on the live scores, you'll see the young buck out of Michigan making moves, playing clean round of golf, pushing the envelope on him, and I think he's in second place right now at this point.
That guy was born in 2002?
2002. He wasn't even alive when this championship started.
After we graduated high school, Philo.
It's incredible, man. Wow. Years after I graduated high school.
Same here, unfortunately. Hole 14. Great forehand hole if you got it.
Yeah, the righty backhand play is a bit more dangerous. The green is more receptive to the disc coming in from the left to right angle. That downhill slope and grade of the green and that sidewalk can really play numbers on you. If you play that wide spiking hyzer and you miss with the wrong speed, you'll be ending up in the hazard for sure.
Chris is going M3, just a mid-range here.
I like this play.
Fade into the hazard.
I like this play, and as long he doesn't get the air on it, I was going to say as long as he keeps it up, he gives it a chance, and this looks more like a layup.
He is real far from the basket.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted nothing to do with it, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
That's the mistake to make, you know, you're over safe land the whole time.
Yeah. Alex Russell, this is a champ boss.
There you go, hanging it out there a little bit. Let's see how the ground play works for him here. Excellent.
Really nice.
Excellent.
Garrett Gurthie, that's his Color Glow Rock 3.
I also like this choice for double G here. Doesn't need a driver to reach.
It's flipping
Nice and
up.
straight. Nice and straight.
Speaking
There
of
you
late
go.
flip,
I
that got
like
some
it.
pretty.
I like it. That's the right play for a guy like double G.
Uh-huh.
You know, you're using the advantage of the angles and your speed to mitigate the angle of the green.
Are you throwing Destroyer on this one? Not to
have
call you out, but yeah.
I can get there with a rock, but I
Uh-huh.
mean, the conditions have to be perfect.
Gotcha.
I don't want to, just like the flag's not moving now, I
Mhm.
probably would go to my rock because my speed, I can carry that. Double G can throw it to hole 15's tee pad if he wanted to from there.
Not wrong about that one, sir. There is Chris Dickerson just laying up for a par. I mean, he was so far he had to throw it. But he did it well, at least.
Up and down,
Yep.
taking his par. He's not losing anything to eagle unless if he bangs this one. Kind of a death putt.
He had a similar look yesterday and didn't shy away from it.
Eagle connects, so he gains one stick back.
Eagle's been like kind of like playing it safe on his throws, but the putts have been very aggressive.
They've been solid. I
Yeah.
mean, he hasn't made them all, but they've been good bids, good efforts.
Oh yeah, every single one of them. Alex for birdie as well.
Alex is trying to hang on to that lead card spot. Looking back at the leaderboard, and you can see there's some guys making some moves, trying to track him down. 22 unders.
Yeah, there was a bunch in the clubhouse at 22 at this point. And Alex is currently sitting in fourth right now with Kyle Klein sitting in second. Garrett Gurthie to have everyone on the card get a stroke on Chris here, which is
A rarity.
that it is.
I wonder if they're going to bust his chops for ruining the star frame.
I hope they did.
Nice drive, guy. Thanks for giving us a chance.
Man, Garrett's putting great today.
He's in good spirits, too. You
Yeah.
know, he's not playing the round of his life, and he's not really keeping up with the pace of the leader, but, you know, he's having a good time. He's got that eagle under his belt.
Did a Simon thing.
Yeah, I mean, he's a cool cat, man.
He is.
Things have to go really, really bad for double G for things to flip on the emotional side for him.
Yeah, I'm always stoked when I get to film that guy. It's a good time.
For sure.
Triple Mando, hole 15, Clown's Mouth.
Clown's mouth hole, shaped like a boomerang. You got to pipe that tunnel, get a nice flare out to the left, hopefully give yourself a big angle to play another skip shot from the flick around the backside of the green. That's the ideal way to play it. Some guys kind of land there and try to weave and bob through all the hollies with the backhand. Dealer's choice once you get to the ideal landing zone. If you do not, then you are scrambling for par because it is tricky and thick.
Alex going Thunderbird.
Hook up. Oh, he made it inside the Mando.
Like
so
what?
he's
Foot
good.
past it right there?
He's safe,
Woo.
but
That was
he is
close.
pinched off as well.
Yeah, not in birdie position there. Garrett?
Way
right.
inside. Just never got his hand into the window, which is a big surprise.
There's some pretty nasty natural OB over there. Eagle?
No. He
What is going
clobbers
on
the
here?
Left side. Eagle's going to have some work to do to get up and down. 2 up and downs, I would say, to get his par.
Sure. Dickerson?
Unbelievable. What are we watching right now?
I feel like we're not watching the lead card anymore.
What just happened?
One guy made the Mando?
One guy, and he's in terrible
Barely
position.
made the Mando, yeah.
Now Chris is looking to line up some miracle roller right now, which this can easily get away from him if he misses by a fraction.
Yup. Cut rollers are touchy.
Look at that, man. Look
Dude.
at that. And
Bonus.
an extra. Well, when things are going your way, man, that's like some world champ love we usually see with Macbeth.
Yeah, right?
Got away with it.
Eagle McMahon?
He's got to try to do something to follow that shot up.
Got a roller of his own, maybe? Yep.
Yep. Just keep on burning, keep on burning, keep on burning,
Get out
keep
in the
on
open.
burning. There you go. That's a good place to
Clean
be.
look from there?
Absolutely. He has a wide open flick shot into the green.
And Garrett Gurthie's going to go find his disc in those bushes. And he is in there, Philo. Oh, sorry, we missed his out. This is his third
This is
shot.
his third
Yeah.
shot. So he was in the bushes. He had a flick that he was trying to line up to get around the Mando and progressed the fairway, and he whacked that left side lattice and went straight down, and that was his third. And Alex just punching around the corner, trying to give himself an angle, and here we are, eagle from a knee.
To get in position for the par.
All right, now just fade and inside the circle and knurl, and there you go, about 6 paces from the basket, and that should be well within eagle's comfort zone.
And on this green, he's got a clean look.
Yeah, that's ideal. Optimal is to have a clean look at the target, not be trying to fire through some, 1 foot, 2 foot gap.
Alex Russell throwing his third with a gator. 3.
Nicely done there. That'll
pretty.
be a stress-free par putt.
Well done, Mr. Russell. Looking at Garrett, that is a Color Glow Firebird, I believe.
There you go. Little chop shot. A little bit shy, but he'll have a putt.
Looks like he's
Just
in between
inside
those
circle,
trees.
yeah.
And Dickerson miraculously has a birdie look, Philo.
Unreal. And he took a stab at it. Pretty safe back there, so he can go for it.
You ever seen a birdie from someone who didn't make the Mando off the tee?
Not in the 13 years I've been here. Not on my card, I haven't.
That would have been special. But par's still great. Eagle getting one of those as well, keeping pace with Chris. And the rest, are we looking at par frame here? Oh, double G with the bogey putt right here.
This is a bogey putt for double G. He took 2 to get through the Mando, and disappointing after that great birdie on the previous hole.
Sure.
Not the stat. Look, you can see birdie bogey. Like all the work is for naught. May as well just have 4 pars right there.
That's funny. Yeah.
Kind of want to avoid that out here. The roller coaster can get real fast.
There's Chris cleaning up that exceptional par. Good look at Eagle's par putt here.
Look where Eagle's putt comes from and where it ends. Keeps that disc on the left side of his thigh, brings it up to the middle. The arm never breaks the plane of his body.
No yank job there. Hole 16, right there.
Very scoreable par 3, measures 391, but it's playing a bit shorter coming down the hill. You see the ladies' ladies' basket there off to the right, and there's our green with the mozzarella sticks guarding the left side of the target from the tee pad. Optimal play for most of these guys is probably going to be the flick. I know Alex and Eagle are definitely going to be playing the flick around the outside, but that middle down the pipeline, got to bleed it left to right, something neutral.
Champ boss from Alex.
That's got a mush, man.
U.S. Open grass
The
is going to
rough
get him, Philo.
is rough.
Yeah, they didn't mow it. I really
The
like it,
rough
though.
is rough. We are not getting the bounces out of that tall grass this year.
Yep.
They want you to land in safe bounds, in safe territory.
Cloud breaker from Eagle.
Hair shy.
It is. Huh.
A very enthusiastic spotter again.
He's going for that Spotter of the Year award.
It's got to be. I think he wants to get that golden rake next time.
M3 from Chris here.
That was headed straight into the hazard. And
That's a stroke-saving tree
unless
right
if that
there.
thing had the most late flip ever, that was totally heading OB or towards the hazard, and that just saved him one right there.
Sure enough. Rock 3 from Garrett. Flip. Keep
A whole
flipping.
lot of straight. That's just got to get down and stop.
That's it. Okay.
It's not bad.
Yep.
I mean, he's outside circle 1, but he's got to look at it.
Oh, the spotter kills me, man.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Dickerson just doing what he can to just lay up for a nice par.
Smart action there. Double G from probably around 45, 50-foot range. You can see that circle that's interlapping. The other circle is about 8 paces in front of him, maybe a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Not the easiest putt, but he can be aggressive.
He's got a great putt for this specific putt, even.
Oh, rides it off the top.
Wow.
Can have a little work left to scrape up his par there.
Eagle, it's clean, but it's not close.
Yeah, he's right about the same distance that Double G was putting from, just a different angle. He really wants to make this putt. He needs one here. Got it. on the height of the chain, great speed, but missed the line.
And Alex has got to look at the par
Look
save
at this
here.
guy go. Just nothing out of this guy. He's like Calvin's little brother, big brother, or something like that, you know, like emotionless.
I don't know how they do it, man.
I can't. I try. I've been working really hard at it the last, couple of seasons to really get that emotional game under control and to be more of a flatliner, but I still have little, spurts of it pop up every once in a while under your breath, and then you just got to bury it and move on, but incredible. You don't see anything out of those guys sometimes.
Nope.
We did see Calvin a little rattled when we got to hole 15 on the first round.
Sure
so, I mean,
did, man.
that was a very, very rare sight.
The first time I've ever seen that dude looking flustered.
He just looked beside himself. Just for Vinny, it was just a bit more of a smirk than we're used to seeing. But you could tell it was getting to him.
And that one caught some band and dropped in, man. I didn't notice that.
It didn't look like it from the first angle.
No, it didn't, yeah. Hole 17.
Hole 17, one of the most...
Where dreams die.
Yeah, this hole can change the whole situation in one throw. You in the lead, you land safe, your heart rate comes screaming downward.
Anything between a 2 and an 8 is entirely possible.
It is, and this, like you said, dreams are made and broken on this hole.
Gator 3 from Mr. Russell.
Playing the high, wide, spiking over stable play.
And he fished down the green nice.
Looked good to me.
MD5 from Eagle.
He's been playing this extremely conservative. Let's see how aggressive he gets today.
Ooh.
That's a lot less aggressive. He's actually got
You're
a putt.
right, huh?
He'd been throwing that thing way to the far right
out
side.
there.
Yeah.
Almost to the drop zone. Chris Dickerson, a rare
Going
forehand.
with the flick, huh? Look at him putting a move on this thing.
That's the kind of the bid we've been seeing out of Eagle.
Yeah, and he's like between circles right now, so we'll see what he does.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a dangerous putt.
It really is. Yeah, right at those hay bales. I've got double G with one of his Sonics.
Love that. 50 miles an hour, all technique, all touch, park job.
It was beautiful.
You're not going to see many guys do that.
I was going to say, like, who can throw a Sonic like that other than that man?
I'm sure some of those other guys could, but it's just not something they practice.
Not on
He's
the
got it
regular.
dialed in.
Yeah, it's not repeatable.
Keeps his foot on the ground
What?
and tickles it in. That was like a weird half-step jump thing, and he just like, I'm not going to move my foot this time. And unbelievable.
I think it was
Chris
going
Dickerson
so slow at the end, it looked like he dropped it in the basket.
gained another stroke. Eagle really wants to make this putt. He's got to connect here.
It's a must make.
There we go.
Ooh.
There we go, Eagle.
Left corner pocket. Making good on the 2.
It's a touchy putt, man. You
Oh,
blow
yeah.
past that one, you're sailing over the hay bales and adding another couple of sticks to your score. He does not have the comfort or the luxury for that at the moment.
Yeah, he gets a putt like he had on, what was it, 12? Skipping off the tray. That's going
Yeah.
OB. Garrett for a great birdie on a hole, you don't think as a double G hole. But, hey,
He's
that's
been
Sonic.
working on his touch game, Double G's known for his speed and distance off the tee pad, and the short game is something he's, I'm sure, recognized as just as important, and you can tell in his scoring and what's been going on with him this season. He's been paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
He's been putting in the work and getting it done.
Look at the ante on that thing.
Yeah, that was totally a stall job there, just making sure if it gets there, it's got no speed and almost a no chains required putt.
That was a fun watch right there.
He's got a big smile on his face marching in to get that one.
I don't blame him.
Oh, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're on hole 18, last hole of round 3, moving day. Some big moves have happened on the leaderboard. Some guys came screaming back. Guys like Calvin, who kind of fell off the map earlier, and Ricky Wysocki. Now they're kind of back in the hunt. And Chris Dickerson's holding it down, though. Eagles falling off, and the young buck from Michigan is making a charge.
Yes, he is. Sitting just a couple back of Chris right now. And to be noted, Alex needs to par or better to stay on lead card for tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Eagle McMahon going with that cloud breaker up the hill.
needs to fade in a hurry. That little tickle might have just saved him.
I think you're right, Philo. Wow. And Chris, we saw him yesterday being really short, thinking he might have screwed up, but I wonder if this isn't his plan, Philo. Throw a putter off the tee, driver second shot.
I don't disagree with the game plan per se, but a guy like Chris could play the shot a bit more aggressive, get a little bit more pin height of those wood chips over there, and then throw a mid-range and have a perfect angle and not have to stress over shaping the driver in there.
Rock 3 from Double G.
Oh, no, that's not going to slide at all. That's just got too much stability, and he just threw that thing straight out of bounds.
Re-tee style? Or
No,
there.
he gets to progress.
Yeah,
He
okay.
crossed safe land. It's not a stroke and distance hole.
Alex with a star boss. Or sorry, champ boss.
That needs to get up and skip in a hurry.
Do it.
There you go. That'll play.
Don't roll.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
So we saw what Chris Dickerson did the other day, and he was further up the hill, and he shaped a beauty to get in there for a birdie. And now he's got a really challenging shot that he doesn't have to take. Just crest the top of the hill. That's got to hook up and simmer down, and it
Look at that thing just
does.
ride the OB line right there.
Wow, I mean, he's totally laying that shot up. He's 39, 40 feet. I can guarantee you'll watch him walk up there and chip that thing up there upside down and walk away with this 3-stroke lead heading into Championship Saturday.
Looking at Alex's second. Looks like it's Thunderbird.
All right, that's looking pretty solid. Get a nice swooping finish. A bit short, and he won't be challenging that putt pretty most likely, I would imagine. It's a bit much to take on, especially when he's got lead card implications
Yeah.
to think about.
I think Garrett's going to do kind of a similar thing what Eagle did on 13 here. Kind of going back on the lie a little bit.
He did. His OB mark, you can see
Oh, the
this
flag
there
right
to
there.
the left, and the basket is down the hill, so they tried to give him a line that's on line with the target, and he just gained himself some angles.
Here is his third.
Mashing
gonna
that
save
thing. Mashing that thing
par
up
with
and
this
around the
shot?
corner. He is. That is absolutely parked. Inside the bullseye.
That's incredible, man.
I mean, he's got the arm speed to do it. All he had to do is match the angles, and he did all of those things perfectly. Eagle doing the same thing.
But that's going to be for a birdie.
Wow.
Don't hit your head, man. Really well done.
Alex is taking a second to think about this. Does he really want this putt? And I don't think he does.
So you were telling a funny story about the upside-down layup on this hole that somebody catapulted in, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So I can't remember which year this was or the guy's name either, but
Was it
he
Greenwell?
No, it wasn't David Greenwell,
Okay.
but I just remember that the basket was not elevated that year, and he threw his shot as a layup, and it rode the ground and literally pole vaulted after it caught a stick directly into the chains. Like the stick just lifted the disc from the rim, flopped it straight in the basket, and everybody was like, I can't believe I just saw that. You know, almost as cool as a Barsby roller.
I was going to say that's like the number 2 shot now I wish we had video of.
No doubt. It was just incredible. But I don't think that's happening on this green with wood chips.
It's going to take an Olympic-style pole vault to get into this one,
Big
man.
time. We're going to need some heavy limber falling out of the tree and somebody throwing 400 miles an hour to make that happen.
Catapulting it up there.
Yeah. I think the physics are against that one happening ever again on this hole.
Okay, look at Kyle Klein, 12 down on the day.
Unbelievable golf from the youngster. I mean, he was the the DG. What was that tour? The Amateurs Disc Golf thing?
The Next Gen Tour?
Next Gen Tour. He was the Next Gen Tour winner from last year, so what a story that would be.
It sure would. He's got to chase 4 strokes on Chris in our final day.
It's going to be exciting watch, man.
I cannot wait. Philo.
Championship Saturday coming your way next, everybody.
Let's get it, guys. Thanks for watching this, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow.